What's up, party people, and welcome back. This is a series where I take every Street Fighter 6 character from day one and take. What's up, party people, and welcome back. This is a series where I take every Street Fighter 6 character from day one all the way to master. This is a fun and effective way for me to cope with mental illness, and I hope to make you laugh and learn along the way. Every 20 minutes of gaming, I recommend a 5-minute break to help maintain focus and learning efficiency. Stick around until the end, and I supply that for you too. Now on to the video. Round one, fight! Okay, so we are officially on to day two Akuma. Can't be any worse than day one Akuma, am I right? No, it's all good. Akuma is, after having played day two now, Akuma is, man, he is so much fun. This character is a blast, but he is stressful, dude. Like, the character is a lot of fun to play, and it gives you probably the most freedom in the game to really, with options. Honestly, there's so many options that finding the right one to do at the opportune time can be tough, especially like when they don't know how to deal with the demon foot. But yeah, oh, that's a good DA. Burnt out. I should just win if I'm good, but there's a lot of situations where I should just win with Akuma, and I just don't pull it off. But a lot of that just comes with time and experience. But yeah, after playing Akuma, I'll definitely play him more for fun. I'll probably end up playing every character I learn for fun. Why not, right? It's a fun game, playing for fun. But don't know. I was kind of considering picking Akuma up as a secondary, but man, that takes so much work, honestly. But the character is just so cool. He's just so strong, honestly. Once you start getting more and more used to him, you can play very. How I said in the last game, how Akuma used to just dictate the pace of every single match in every Street Fighter game. This game, he doesn't do it quite so obnoxiously, but he can still dictate. Like, once he gets moving, it's really hard to stop him. But the thing is, once you stop him, he dies in one hit. So, okay, so I ended up getting that first game, actually. Good start. I remember once more having connection issues. It's funny, because I keep blaming connection issues and CFN, yada, 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 but I always look up and see that Wi-Fi symbol, and I'm like, oh, maybe I shouldn't be too upset at these connection issues. Because, yeah, all in all, my session was fine connection-wise, but there was a few hiccups, and I don't know. They were all Wi-Fi players, I'll just say. You know, I'm not playing to Wi-Fi players. I don't care, but it's like, I highly recommend. It's not a necessity, but I highly recommend everyone to. I highly recommend everyone to try to plug in if you can. It just makes the game so much more enjoyable, honestly. Not having to deal with that random factor of lag. So, Akuma has so many different ways to approach. One of his best is his basic fireball game, which honestly I should just be using a lot more in these matches. So the trick with throwing a fireball like that is that was horrible. Let's see, get blown up. Trick with throwing a fireball like that is if they block it, they're at a disadvantage, so you can throw another like light fireball, and if they jump, you can close your eyes and uppercut, and they'll hit. Basically, it's like a fireball spacing trap. But the idea, like I said, is to you don't really want to hit your opponent with fireballs. You will sometimes if they do add up, but you want to make them jump. Essentially, there's a few different things you can make them do, but the most basic of the basic is make them jump. And how you do that is with patterns usually. I recommend, like I said, you throw a fireball, they block it, throw another fireball, they block it, stop throwing fireballs. Next time you do it, throw one fireball, and don't throw that second fireball. They'll probably just jump on reaction because of the pattern you set up previously. Next time you throw 3 fireballs, wait for the jump. Next time you throw 1 fireball, wait for the jump. Next time you throw a fake fireball, which is like you just stand in the position you just stood earlier when you were throwing fireballs and make it look like the same situation. Then you just like throw out some jabs or buttons just to try to get them to react to something. And then you hit him with that's the basic mind games of Street Fighter and Fireball games. Whenever people talk about like how good their Fireball game is, that's pretty much what they're talking about. Is they know when to throw them and when to wait. And it is just that easy. You know, it's a lot more complicated in high depth situations, but you can take what I just told you and apply it to any Street Fighter game and prosper. Honestly, you get good with that, and that's you know, a lot of people wonder, how do I get better at a Fireball game, and that's essentially what it is. Okay, so I'm probably gonna lose this one, but yeah. I really had an opportunity there. It's just hard for me to pilot Akuma right now. Honestly, more low forward drive kick is kind of what I learned. Go figure. Low forward drive rush, sorry. Oh, do I get a good combo? Normally I wouldn't agree with this, but since I've not been consistent with much, just getting the damage out is important, you know? Nice anti-air. Well, I'm pressing buttons right now. Oh, is he dead? Oh, well done. After that standing heavy kick, I'm pretty sure just a medium kick Tatsu. But if it screwed up, I'd just lose. So sometimes, you know, if you're not certain, especially with this character, but also the only way you're gonna learn is if you make mistakes. So like, but I may have already made that mistake and kind of learned from it. That's why I didn't want to go for it there. I don't know why I went for the drive rush though. I was trying to make a combo up on the fly, I guess. Deejay. I've been fighting a lot of DJs. I do remember this one though. It was the second match of the day after dealing with some lag, I believe. The drive rush. See, that's me waiting for him to jump, but I'm surprised he didn't, honestly. Let me out, see if I land anything. Nope. Oh, see, there's that lag. This guy's not Wi-Fi either. And I check all my internet. I have a pretty good setup, and yeah, it ended up becoming great later on. I mean, the Wi-Fi players are always going to give you trouble. But yeah, this first 20-minute session actually took a while because I was getting communication errors and stuff, and like I was getting them all night. And I'm just like, lately, this past month, maybe a little longer, I feel like the Street Fighter 6 servers are just, I don't know what's going on, but that for a while I was, you know, I don't like to blame outside things for stuff like that, but I'm pretty sure a lot of this is on Capcom's side, which is disappointing because it's been so good up to this, but also I kind of have high hopes that it'll get good again. The end of this session, the end of day 2, my connection was fine. I didn't change anything at all, and I was like, that's cool. I played, after I did my Akuma session, I just played some Battle Hub matches, some drive tickets for, you know, stages and stuff. And, what do you call it? The, connection was fine. Everything I was playing for quite a bit last night, and just everything I did, I was like, wow, okay, whatever. Walking down this Deejay ended up putting me in a corner. Good, perfect parry. See what I do. That was just way too risky. Weird that he wakes up with that button. Obviously the right choice. It just exploded in my face. Funny that Akuma has like, I mean, you don't really want to go in the air versus Deejay because he has charge. But I could back up into a fireball there, try to make him do something. I could throw him. I could shimmy him. I could pressure him with standing medium punch. I could pressure him with standing heavy punch at a range. A lot more to do there than just let that DI rip in the corner and cost myself again. There's that lag spike again. This guy, is he Wi-Fi? He isn't. I remember just doing, it's just, yeah, this first 20-minute block, I remember being so laggy. And I was just like, I almost quit playing for today. I was just like, this shit ain't fun, man. I'm not used to it. I mean, even if I was used to it, I don't think it would be fun, but it ended up working out. Everything sorted itself out. Still got a lot of those error codes while searching for matches. Searching for matches taking forever. It's not like that in Master Rank because, I don't know, most people who are like grinding are in Master, I guess, I don't know. A majority of the player base isn't Master Rank, so maybe not. It's hard to say. See how I walk him then. I just jump. You see him buffering, and I still jump at him. You know, that's just. What was the last video? Growing pains. We just got those growing pains. Yo, it's fine. We'll get there. We'll get better. Yeah, towards the end of day 2, I was having so much fun with Akuma. I do think he's the. Oh, this is me looking at how bad his health forward is. I'm like, really? It's comical how stubby some of his buttons are. Look at that thing. But yeah, it's not like he doesn't have good buttons up close. His jab's pretty much the one of like the best up close button he's got. The low forward's fine, you know, but honestly, like Jamie's low forward's better. Kim's low forward's better. Luke's low forward's better. Every kick I played so far had a better low forward than him. And that's just one of those. In this game, it just makes the character so good. Even if you just, you know, if you have one like that, even if it's not the best button, the crouching medium kick, even if that's not the best button in the world, having the drive rush cancel off of it in this game is just boost your character up pretty high. I think this guy was super laggy too, I don't remember. I just remember the first 20-minute block was just the laggiest block in the world, and I was just like, this is a bummer. Yeah, I'm wondering, now I'm starting to see a pattern why it was the laggiest block in the world, but that Deejay was laggy too. Whatever. Okay, so I pretty much, yeah. I just guessed wrong a couple times and I'm in the corner and lost this match because I'm Akuma. But that's, you know, that's just the nature of this character, to be completely honest, no matter what level you get at. I mean, yeah, no, actually, if you get to an amazing level, I'm sure you'll be able to have enough confidence in standing anywhere on the screen and being able to reply to your opponent's decision-making skills. But I digress. Let's do some match notes. Let's try to keep this going. Okay. So my fireballs went out. And that's what I mean. You just throw a few fireballs and people go crazy. Yeah, it's weird, but you take it. I guess I agree with that. And then a safe jump into this. I should get some pretty good damage off of this. Let's see, what am I gonna go for? I don't agree with that unless it kills, but I don't think it's gonna kill by a long shot. It'll be a cool combo. Oh, I think I'm probably going for a mix-up in that situation. Because the level, well, ended up doing anyway. The level 2, you know, into that combo where you launch them and then do a demon flip, dive kick. I think I wanted the dive kick to hit and then to like throw him or demon flip or something. That was a good feeling, good damage. Yep, this is the pop quiz right there. That's really what you do to answer it. If you have a lot of trouble, like you see me doing the demon foot spam with the chop, it's really good. But any character in the game can just block it and then do drive reversal, you know, if you really just want to get them off of you. There's other options, you know, like she did the wake up reversal. There's a lot of options, but every character in the game has block drive reversal, and that's how you deal with a lot of Akuma demon flip shenanigans is block drive reversal or DI, honestly, just blows up a lot of them. Not the fake one, obviously. The fake one's the one you gotta watch out for. When he just doesn't do anything. But that's the mix-up. So I use more of that standing medium punch. I think that's the only normal Akuma has that's plus on block besides his standing heavy kick. I think the second hit, if they block the second hit of the standing heavy kick, that's plus as well. Yeah, he couldn't have been more obvious with the double jump. Oh, wow. I should have just killed him, but... Started off jumping, he started off backing. Oh, I'm still jumping. He's not anti-air, you know, that's kind of what I'm saying is... He's removed it from his mental stack. Oh, this is always tough to deal with on Chun Li. I'm sure once I play her, I'll be able to do that a lot better. But pretty much right now, all I try to do is whenever she does the 3 overheads, I try to perfect parry one of them. I don't know if he could have died if I blocked that. It would have been close. Akuma does damage. Okay, I'm not taking advantage of my better fireball, and I'm not taking advantage of my better walk speed. Oh, but I am taking advantage of his reactions. It's decent damage. Meterless. Good throw. There's a lot of... That's, you know, that's what you do. You bust it out. You gotta guess right, and he did. That's gonna hurt. Okay, so... Oh, I'm dead? Nope. I've seen this movie before. Oh, Lord. Oh, he had no meter. Well, that's why I say it's really important not to cash out early. If you want the damage, I understand, but burning himself out was too much. Unless it was gonna kill, he shouldn't have cashed out everything, because it's just... Put yourself in a really bad situation with, you know, where he died in one hit, essentially. He couldn't do anything about that DI after he blocked that stand heavy punch, but I'm pretty sure when he was on his back there, it was already checkmate, you know. But people complain about, like, oh, I don't like knowing the outcome of the match before it happens. It's already a checkmate. What do you? And it's like, what do you mean? Like, we're playing a game here. It's, you know, a series of tactical decisions led to this. You know, have you ever seen chess or any other game? It's not like it just happened and you get checkmated. He chose to burn himself out and spend all his meters, and then therefore he had no options versus DI. You know what I mean? It's like that's the game. You know, you're like yeah. Nobody complains about knowing. You know, people talk about how it's cool in chess. It's like, oh, he had him checkmated 24 moves ago. It's like, damn, really? Street Fighter, oh, he had him checkmated. You know. 90 seconds into the round because he's just that good, you know what I mean? That's sick. Honda, I think this is the first Honda I've faced in like the entire series. Honda players generally are not playing a fundamental base. I'm already burnt out. That's really, I'm just kind of, you know, I wouldn't say it's my style. I'm not quite like Noah, but I do tend towards an aggressive blitz style. For several reasons, but the main one is I just want to get an advantage early, pretty much at whatever cost, and then find my way from there. Any advantage I can get early, even if it's just a throw, I try to feed off of it. Honestly, wow, nice perfect throw. I'm wondering if he could have burnt me out. I don't think so. That just comes with practice. A lot of people think like, oh, I'll never be able to perfect parry Honda's headbutt and stuff, and butt slam consistently. I'll just never be able to get it. When this game first came out, I was like, wow, that seems really crazy that that's the only option we're gonna have versus this Hyundai Sonata. And then you just play a little bit, and it's really easy. Honestly, it's kind of. I might like Honda a little more if it wasn't so easy, but having to. Game plan built around this great. The butt slam's a little trickier because the timings I think vary pretty well, but honestly it's all not that bad. It's really the same as like, I don't know, it's funny because it's always plus, so it's kind of like a dive kick, but it's like just puts you in a pressure situation. You can only combo off of it if he happens more often than you think. And it's a decent anti-air too. And then they gave him that stand medium punch in this version, which is just like one more thing that's just like funny, like how simple it is. My God, how simple it is with how much damage and how what you get off of it and stuff, just to pressure everything. All right, final round, final round for this one. Oh wait, no, it's if he wins, we go to another game. Fireball. Good throw. That's gonna hurt. Doesn't look good to be in this corner right now. 2 meters. That's good pressure. Not entirely sure. Okay. I'm wondering if I let the demon flip go to the other side of him. I mean, yeah, he loses his charge, but if he does do the headbutt, like, he took me. If he does do the headbutt in that scenario, do I have time to chase it down with a drive rush stand heavy kick, I wonder? This is why watching replays are so good. You can just start, you know, theorizing in your head and then start applying it later on. Apply it in training mode. Apply it all over. Oh, blocks. I didn't block that? Well, parried that though. Because we've seen a couple headbutts in our game. I played this game like 200 hours. I've seen some headbutts. Didn't need to chase that one, man. I don't think the EX uppercut would have killed, actually. It might have, but Honda has above average health, so that's a tough one. Okay. Ooh, is that bound? No. See what I mean? It's like, they just have such a reliance on these moves. And it is just a timing thing, honestly. You could just totally practice it and just... It's like, you know what I mean? It's not that difficult, all honesty, to start perfect parrying headbutts and butt slams. Of all the moves in the game, you know, those ones really teach you, like, what... And then there's, like, Dragon Lash and stuff. That... Can't parry that. But, I went dumb. Not really, it's just a hard read, you know. I lose the match if I screw that up, but I mean, like, it worked, you know. If I had EX meter, I would have EX DP'd him, you know what I mean? I wouldn't, maybe not, if it would win me to round hitting that level 1, which is what I went for, you know what I mean? He was too greedy. He was playing very greedy the whole time, so it was just a hard read. Anyways, let me get a 5-minute break together for y'all, and I'll be right back. Oh man, it is early to be recording. Sorry if this video is low energy, everyone. I just got up and I was like, well, I have time to record, so I'm gonna go do that before I don't have motivation to do it anymore or time. So, we're playing Akuma. Akuma's the Raging Demon. I thought it would be funny. A while back, like whenever I was younger, probably a teenager, I got into this concept of portals to hell. And like there was this one, like I think I was watching Ghost Adventures, you know, Ghost Bro getting down, and there was like Bobby Mackey's Music World, and it was supposedly a portal to hell, you know. And like 14-year-old me speculating or whatever the heck it is, you know, I just like it was such a fascinating subject. And since we're talking about Akuma, I was like, hey, that could be a fun subject to talk about. So let's talk about portals to hell in the world we live in, supposedly, or maybe they're true. Who knows? There's what I've found is there's some merit of truth often in these stories, and if there's even 1%, you know, that's what kind of gets my mind rolling. It's like, well, huh, you know what I mean? That's kind of spooky. Speaking of spooky, let's go. The concept of portals of hell has fascinated cultures worldwide for centuries, often intertwining with local folklore, religious beliefs, and mythological narratives. These locations are believed to be gateways to the underworld, where the souls of the damned are said to enter and exit. These sites are steeped in mystery and fear, often marked by ominous landscapes, natural phenomena, or ancient ruins. One of the most famous is the Plutonian at Hierapolis in Turkey. In ancient times, this cave was believed to be an entrance to the underworld, ruled by the god Pluto. Toxic fumes emanating from the cave were deadly to those who ventured too close, reinforcing its ominous reputation. Similarly, Mount Hekla in Iceland was long has long been considered a gateway to hell. Since the Middle Ages, this volcano has been associated with fire and brimstone, inspiring tales that it was the location where the souls of sinners were cast into hell. The intense volcanic activity and the barren, desolate landscape contributes to the eerie atmosphere. Another notorious site is the Darvaza gas crater in Turkmenistan, often called the Door to Hell. The burning crater created by a drilling mishap in 1971 has been on fire for decades. Fueled by natural gas, the sight of the fiery pit in the middle of the desert, glowing day and night, has led to its reputation as a portal to the underworld. I believe that's one that played inspiration in Silent Hill, the video game. Shoutouts to Silent Hill. Looking forward to playing that new one, the 2 remake. I wasn't at first, now I am. Lastly, the Akigahara Forest in Japan, also known as the Suicide Forest. It's often associated with the death and despair, although not traditionally linked to hell. Its dense, dark environment and tragic history of suicides have given it an aura of being a place where lost souls are trapped, unable to find peace. So hard not to make what's his name, Jake Paul, no, Logan Paul was the one I think who did that. What is wrong with you? What world do you think that's okay to make content about? Whatever. That was years ago. We all know, but what an what an idiot! Am I right? Like, what the hell? That dude's got so much money, dude. What a rich idiot. Good for him. Whatever. 5 stars, no drama. These portals are often more than just physical locations. They symbolize the fears and beliefs surrounding death and afterlife, reflecting the cultural and spiritual anxieties of the societies that created these legends. Wonder which one Akuma would have popped out of, huh? Probably not the Suicide Forest. It'd probably be way more like Goth if he did, which, I'm on board for Goth Akuma. I don't know about you guys, but yeah, that's the demon. Those are portals to hell. There was another one. I remember there was a paranormal AM talk radio show from back in the day. If no one's ever heard of, I'm sure you can find recordings on YouTube of Coast to Coast. And if you type into YouTube and you want to get really spooked out at night, listen to the Coast to Coast talking about the portal to hell. They have like recordings from the portal of hell, and they'll play the recordings for you. Just play coast to coast portal to hell recordings. Do it really late at night when you're alone, with your headphones on, and you won't sleep all night. You'll get totally spooked out. It'd be funny. I am the depressed gamer. Y'all be good to yourselves. Keep on struggling. And I'll see you in the next one.